Houston, Texas, the site for the Warriors. The greatest shooter to ever grace the hardwood. The former unanimous MVP getting geared up. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA. And one thing you've got to do on the floor tonight, box out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the center position. Curry, the Rockets pull it in. To the inside. Here's Şengün. Oh, Green with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Brooks outside. Outside, Green. Nice open look, but it's no good. And the Warriors with possession. Here's Curry. Green, the pass to Curry. And here's Butler outside. Rebound by Van Vliet. The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. To the middle. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I mean, this is why Van Vliet's teammates like playing with him, because he looks to set them up with his passing.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the contest. About a minute played here so far in the first. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And Thompson gets it to go.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Here's Moody. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Draymond Green.
For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Curry looking it over. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Amin Thompson. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries. The confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Van Vliet outside. Thompson outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's Curry, outside Moody, three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. And here's Van Vliet. Shoots from the block. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Butler. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets trail to the paint. Here's Thompson. They get it back over to the wing. Here's Şengün. Nails it from beyond the arc. Şengün's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And here's Green from the arc. He can't hit that time. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Good focus there from Steph Curry, muscling past the defense. Yeah, I said it, muscling to get the contact.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Fields checked in for Podziemski. They get it back. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Here's Butler. Outside heel. There's the triple. Brooks with the rebound. A minute 29 left in the first quarter here. VanVleet against Curry. Smith with a screen on Curry. Three-pointer, VanVleet. It's rebounded by Golden State. Right side Curry. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He's got 13.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Adams checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Smith with a screen on Payton. Here's Whitmore outside. The shot misses. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. And the basket by Hield.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Now here's Green. No points yet. And counted from 12 feet.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Butler, and yep, it's good.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Green. Drills it from deep. Green's got 5 points. 16 seconds left in the first. Hield for 3. Doesn't go for him. Here's Green. Stripped it away. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Curry. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And indeed,
To review the play.
to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
At a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr set up Jonathan Kuminga. We were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Curry with a steal. Curry on the drive. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Yeah, nothing short of explosive. Curry taking it away and finishing the break by himself.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Oh, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Holiday, basket's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Three-pointer, Holiday. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Curry's shot is off.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Eason. Pass to Şengün. Eason with the ball. Left block shot on the way. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet comes in for Holiday. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield. Tipped! And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Houston ball.
VanVleet outside.
Now, that's all right there because Draymond angled his body so well defensively and altered that shot.
Kuminga's shot is off.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 3. Inside. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Love to see the pass-first nature of Draymond Green, and for good reason. He's got a lot of good shooters on the ball club. As a 4 or as a 5, that passing skill pays off big time.
Outside Podziemski. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Curry. 3-pointer, VanVleet. The rebound by Payton.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Houston making some changes. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason, and Jalen Green subbed in for Alperen Şengün. Here's Van Vliet. Still no points. The Rockets again can't hit. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Butler can't get it to go. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 10. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got 8.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And Butler inside.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
A minute and a half left in the first half. Pass to Green. Smith with a screen on Hield. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Podziemski. Smith with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And it's Green missing. Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And Houston is shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Thompson, and that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Knocks down the triple. 9 points in the game.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Green. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Butler. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, pretty good show of strength there by Jimmy Butler, able to convert even after the hit.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Sinks the tray. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Warriors lead by 7. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. Butler can't get it to go. Well, Houston's shooting only 42%, now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else. else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Podziemski's shot is good.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Rockets trail by 8. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Brooks outside. No good on the 3. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Podziemski. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And very elusive. Van Vliet slipping through the defense and drawing contact.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he sinks the second.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Van Vliet double team. Pass to Brooks. And he drops it in from the low post.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Green, the pass to Curry. No good with a layup. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Green. Now here's Brooks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
Both shots good from the strike. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the attack, Curry. Curry with the magic off the dribble.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Curry, no good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And Golden State also making a switch. Hayden's checked in. Van Vliet against Curry. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. From downtown. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. On the wing, Curry. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, Green. Van Vliet on the wing. Pass to Şengün from outside the arc. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Here's Podziemski. He's got 5. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
Well, he can score from the perimeter, but Steph also knows how to execute inside.
2 minutes in the third.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead by 5. The 3-ball. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
That one goes. Count it.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Puts up a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Takes a 3. Curry, no good. Rockets trail by 9. The 3 is up. And there's Şengün on the assist from Van Vliet. Şengün's got 16 points.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 4-3. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Thompson. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Podziemski. Van Vliet scanning the floor. From the arc. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game. The 3 from Curry. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Rockets with possession here. Trailing by 8. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 40 points.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Holiday with the ball. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
Well, if you play that far off of Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Here's Şengün. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Whitmore. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. Now Curry. From deep. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer, VanVleet. They grab their own miss. And Sengun throw it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grab, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Pass to Sengun. Back to VanVleet. Clock at 6. Outside Eason. Goes up on the wing. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Warriors lead by 6. Hield from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
What focus there. You go off the dribble, you got to have good balance, and Buddy Hield in a great rhythm right there.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Holiday. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. VanVleet outside. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Fires for 3.
So great to see Steph taking on the challenge defensively, getting up into his man that time.
Hits the three-pointer. Curry's got 48.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And here's Butler outside. Outside Moody. Fires the 3. Rebound by VanVleet. VanVleet's got 4 rebounds now. Rockets trail by 12. Looking to win the run. Thompson, no good. Butler up top. Brooks defending. Curry passes to Butler. Outside Moody. Here's the 3. The kick out. Curry fires the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. Counted.
Well, VanVleet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
VanVleet against Curry. Brooks with the rebound. Houston now. Time running out. Here's Green. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. And here's Thompson. Down low. Here's Sengun. Can't hit that one.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Warriors.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. It's a 16-point game. And it's hammered home by Green. Knocks it loose. Pass to Curry. Over Van Vliet. And it's good. He hits another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And that one's good. Van Vliet for 3. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. Curry's shot is off. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court. Warriors foul. Buddy Hield. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Line for 2. Whitmore.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Golden State calls timeout. Just 4 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Lets a 3 fly and count it. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This